Hey YouTubers, I'm Steve Piacenza.
And I'm Cathie Steve.
And we just finished up a Facebook Live doing 21 projects.
We've got everything from wedding shower and baby shower favors to gender reveals, and we're even going to show you how to make these cute photo transfer purses.
So check us out. Hey everybody, welcome to Make It With Mod Podge. I'm Steve Piacenza.
And I'm Cathie Steve, and we've got some really cool things to show you today.
Oh my god, today is an epic day. We have 21 favors to show you.
We're going to be doing everything from wedding favors to baby shower favors. Now, our wedding favors are favors that you could do for all sorts of events surrounding a wedding. So if you're having a wedding shower, we've got some fun ideas for that. If you want something that can go at each place setting, we've got some ideas for that. Baby shower favors, gender reveal. So we're going to start with wedding, and then we're going to wrap
it up with baby. Now we have Raphael on camera today, which we're really excited about. Say hi to Raphael, everyone.
And if anyone wants to leave questions, be sure to answer, or not answer your questions, we'll answer your questions. Be sure to write your questions on the comments, and we'll be sure to get them answered for you.
So let's give you a sneak peek right now. Come on back here, Raphael, and we'll show all the viewers what we have going on here. Starting with
our drinkware is so popular. If you're doing customized drinkware, we've got ideas for doing party cups that are disposable, to tumblers with glitter, to wine bottles, to water bottles, all sorts of fun drinkable favors.
And I love these package ideas, using these package liners here in cello bags, and you can kind of put anything you want in those.
We're going to be showing you how to use the new Mod Podge Ultra.
Yay for Ultra!
To do these really cool glittering techniques where you get no brush strokes. This is a spray, so we'll show you how that works.
And of course, my favorite, of course, look at this. How fun is that? The she chocolate bars.
This is part of our gender reveal. We're going to show you all different ways to gift wrap things. We're going to do a quick tutorial on photo transfer. These make amazing gifts for bridesmaids. If you're doing food at your event, we've got some fun gift wrap ideas using the fabric Mod Podge formula.
Oh my god, lots to do today.
Tons.
So let's get started with our drinkware. Okay, so these are really popular, huh, Kath?
Yes. So one thing about these tumblers is you can buy them in bulk from online sellers. So if you wanted to do these for all your guests, you could do that. I think this makes a great shower gift though. So if you're doing a wedding shower or even baby shower, but this is a great wedding shower gift. And some people like to fill them with teas or those, what are those little droppers that you like in your water? So you can fill them up with
the little flavored sugars that you can kind of add a little bit in and make a flavored drink on top of your water, because I like my water a little bit flavored, so I constantly can drink it. So let's show you how to do it. This is really easy. And as you can see, we used our gold glitter with our dishwasher Mod Podge. Now this is really easy to do. You can see right around here how we kind of brushed it up. You can do this any which way you'd like to. You can make it kind of straight lined or not, but we're going to show you how to do it using brush strokes going up more solid on the back, and as you get up here, it's a little bit more brush strokey.
And if you wanted that clean line, you could just use a piece of
tape. Yeah, exactly. So we're using our dishwasher safe Mod Podge. Love this formula because it is dishwasher safe. You just want to, you know, once you're finished with it, you're going to seal it, of course. So
it has a kind of a long cure time.
Yeah.
So you do want to make sure, if you're going to be giving these as gifts, make sure you do this a couple weeks in advance so you have enough time for it to cure before your guests put it in the dishwasher.
But I love about dishwasher safe though, because it's so durable and so hard, it's amazing. So we're just going to go right on around. Now this, of course, works on your plastics, your glass, all type of dishware. And I'm going to put it kind of heavy on the bottom, as you can see, and then I'm going to work my way up with a little bit less, and then just work your way all the way around. And then what I'm going to do is at the very top here,
it's like giving a little feathered edge
up there, just like so. And it really is as simple as that. If you have any little clumps, you can go right back on over it. Like that. Okay, very simple. Now I'm gonna take my gold glitter here, and on top of a piece of paper, no waste, we're gonna go right on top, and we're just going to add the glitter right on top of that. Just like so.
you've glittered it, you could go ahead and do a monogram or something like that over it.
So many different
gold
ways.
Gold is so pretty on its own.
And then you're just going to tap it off. I don't need to go all the way around. You can get it. But look at that. It really is that simple. And then once this dries, we're going to let this dry. I like to let everything dry overnight. I'm going to put another coat of dishwasher right on top of this, and you're ready to go. What's great about it is, you know, no glitter. So you can be holding this in your hand. The condensation won't go through anything, and there's no glitter coming through. So these are great gifts. These are great. You can coordinate all these different colors glitter with your wedding party. And
I would like to get one.
You're gonna have this one at the end of the show, yes. So there you go.
So I want to show you a really fun way to do a super personalized gift using photos. So we're going to use the Mod Podge photo transfer for this. And this is just a simple plain makeup bag. And I got so lucky it came with this adorable tassel. And you can see here, now if you have any questions about photo transfer before we get started, I just want you to know that we've done a ton of videos on photo transfer. Yes. So you can go to our YouTube channel or Plaid's Facebook page, and you will be able to find all sorts of resources really in depth on how you can do the different photo transfers and the two different formulas. Today I'm working with the original formula, and that's the fabric friendly formula. And you want to start with a photocopy of the picture you want to use. This is not inkjet. I got this printed out at Kinko's. You could use Staples or any of your local coffee shops. It needs to be a laser print, so a color copy laser print. I've gone ahead and cut out my image that I want to use. This is Steve's niece and all of her friends.
Hi, Caitlin.
She does not have a wedding on the horizon that we know of, but...
I think one of her friends does, though.
Oh, good.
So
what you want to do is just go ahead and add your photo transfer medium right on top of your cutout. Again, this is a laser color copy of the picture. It's not the picture. It's not inkjet. Inkjet is water-based, so it could smear, which is why you don't want to use inkjet. You're going to make a nice thick coating on there. Even that out. Now, anywhere you touch it and you lift up the formula, you want to be very careful. So I like to do this on wax paper and then just kind of gently go under there and grab it. Because if I put my finger on the edge like that, and you will have to, that's where you might have a little bit of problem and the image will come off. So you're going to place it down. So I'm just barely touching the edges, just little bit. You place it right down onto the makeup bag. And this is cotton canvas. You want to make sure all those edges are down. I like to start at the center, work my way, and then go all the way around the edges. This is going to have to sit for 24 hours before you move on to the next step. And I have this one here that's been drying for 24. And it's paper ready to be revealed. You're going to take a damp sponge. Any sponge will do, just damp, not real wet. So you see there's not water really coming out of it. And then you will get it wet just by tapping on top. This step you're gonna do like 3 times. So a lot of people write in and they say, oh, I did it and I still have paper showing. That's because this step, really to do it properly, you do it about 3 times. So you're gonna go ahead and get it damp.
And you can see the image coming through when you do that.
Already starting to pop through. Normally, I leave the sponge on it for a few minutes like that. But for sake of time, I'm going to just go ahead and dab it. And then you'll start working in a circular motion. Not too hard. I'm barely pushing down. You can see the paper start to come up. And you would just go ahead and keep barely pushing down to keep revealing that image. Now, once this, so you can see they're coming through there. But I want to tell you what's going to happen is this is going to cloud up again. There's actually pulp from the paper still there. So once this clouds back up, you're going to do that whole step again, probably 3 times. This one I did 3 times to get that very clear image there. But you can see how fun this is. I think if you have bridesmaids or little flower girls, you could do a photo of the bride and the girl together. You could do a group of friends.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's really endless. If you have text, like let's say you want to incorporate a monogram, or maybe your shirt says vacation to Cabo or something like that, you need to reverse that picture, or else your
otherwise
text
the words
will
will
be
be different,
backwards.
right? Opposite.
So this is a really fun way to use your pictures and work them into your favors.
Yeah, and like you said, what's great about this project is the ideas are endless.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And on top of, I mean, pillows and
anything. Even those little like drawstring sachets.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to fill them with chocolates or candies, you could do a cute picture of the couple together or whatever.
Isn't Caitlin cute?
She is cute.
That's my little niece right there. Little Caitlin.
We always try to work the family into our projects.
Oh my God, your sister Erin's been in like every single project. Okay, let's move on. So here's another great idea for a favor. Now this is great for hotel rooms. This is great for
so for destination weddings,
exactly.
A lot of people put a little goodie in the room. This is a fun way to have a little drinkable goodie.
Here you go. So here it is. This is the little wine bottle. Let me show you how it started. Got a little barefoot wine here, just like that. And what you can do is you can kind of personalize it however which way you want. And it's really simple and easy using Mod Podge, of course. So there's two ways to do it. You can either take this label off, which we don't even really feel the need to do because it can go right over. We just cut a piece of scrapbook paper like this. We're using our matte Mod Podge, and you're just going to put your Mod Podge right on top of it. This is such a quick and easy way to turn a really cool, little bottle of wine into something personal. And of course, you can do anything you want. This could be something like the date of the wedding. It could be a picture. It could be whatever you want.
In any kind of software program, you could do the bride and groom name, or you could do the name of the baby, or whatever, and just create your own paper label, or just use scrapbook paper like this.
And we're just going right on top, like so. And it's as simple as that, and it covers up whatever label's on there. Now we went, of course, a step further, and we wrote a little thank you note right here with a little piece of twine on there, and we put a little gem on top just to personalize it a little bit more. So as you can see on these, we just did a little bit of highlighting on the pineapples because that's what we do.
Need more glitter.
We need more. Just adds a nice little punch, and we're using on that one the mega glitter here. So let me show you that. Shake that up. Get that glitter all mixed up.
One of my favorite techniques is just
so
using
easy.
The glitter formulas to add punch.
Exactly. So you're gonna just take some and you just highlight wherever you'd like to, just like so. There's one. Let's do one more real quick just to show you guys. Gonna let that dry for about 20 minutes and you're good to go. And there's the final result. So that's a really easy way to take one of these little mini wine bottles and personalize them into something for your own special day. Yeah.
So that same technique can be applied to really any kind of bottle. And we wanted to show you these fun water bottles.
Simple.
Same idea.
Look at that. And look at how great they all look together. And why is that, Kath?
Well, so one of the things that we like to do, you might have a really, really coordinated look for your party where you want everything to have the exact same pineapple paper.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people who want that. And there's lots of people who want things a little bit mixed up. So one of the things that we like to do is get some of these big paper packs, like this is just a tropical one down here, and you can use those papers to create a coordinated look. So if you look at these water bottles, all of these are from the same paper pack. And how cute is that? This would be great even for, a bachelor. I love this kind of nautical look. You could have all these in the dressing room where the guys might be getting ready if you're doing a beach wedding or something like that. It's a really fun way to just take those packs of paper and create this really awesome look.
And again, we always try to think of costly ways to do things.
Yes.
So this is a really great way to take your inexpensive bottles of water and just kind of bump them up a little bit.
And these tags, we just used a rubber stamp to create those tags and use a little Mod Podge to glue that gem down there. Now, if you all have any questions, just please ask away.
Yes.
We are happy to answer anything. We're going to be moving fast because we literally have 21 favors. And don't forget, at the end, we're going to go over all the baby shower and gender reveal favors.
Okay, you need to move on to jewel boxes.
Okay, so everybody loves giving jewelry as gifts. So a lot of people give, let's say your bridesmaids are going to wear a special earring or necklace or something like that. You might want to package it up in a sweet little box. And we know that succulents are so popular right now. This is a fake succulent, just a little bit of embroidery floss, a paper flower, and this lace. And I want to show you how you can attach that lace very quickly using the big joke, my favorite formula, fabric Mod Podge. So this lace is just a plain, pretty, creamy lace. That's a cotton lace. And I have just a simple craft paper box. And what's different about using this fabric formula is that you're not going to get those lumps like you might if you were doing hot glue. So you just brush it directly onto the lace. It will end up drying clear and completely flat. So this box, even though it is the gift wrap, ends up being a piece that they can store jewelry in or set out on their dresser. It becomes a little gift in itself. So you just apply that to the back and then position it over the box, and all that will dry clear, and it will be completely stuck down. Then you wrap it under, just like so. Push it in with your fingers. Wrap it around, and you could use a small clothespin, but it really stays on its own like that. And then you just set it aside and let it dry. And I'll show you, that's how clear it dries. Once it's dry, you can't even see where we had that Mod Podge. It's completely on there. For this, we just wrapped our embroidery floss around there just to seal it to create a really pretty presentation. It's a little bit trendy,
yeah,
but it's kind of got that natural look at the same time.
It's beautiful. And again, another great transformation.
Another gift I would like to keep.
That's right. Here's another transformation that I think is actually really, really cool. Now these are inserts. 3 things. We have scrapbook paper, we have an insert, and a cello bag. So you take these 3 things and you can create something like this, which I think is an amazing trend. It's next level, and again, cost efficient. It's like here we did some soaps and some creams. Here is a cup with some tea bags in it, and I just think with these inserts in the cello bags, it just bumps it up into a different level again.
Oh, yeah.
Look at just 3 little oranges here. Make a great little gift.
And so many people love to give
I should say.
A little fruit or something. Again, this is great for a hotel room.
Perfect.
So if your guests are coming, you might want to have the oranges or apples or something that's regional. This is a nice way to bump it up.
And if they need to shower before the wedding, here's some soap.
I think that makes a good wedding shower gift.
Absolutely. Okay, let's move these to the side and let me show you how to do these really quick. So here's these inserts that you can get at the craft stores. They're just cardboard inserts.
And you could also cut these from like recycled cereal boxes
Absolutely.
or whatever.
You can make your own for sure. Simpler ways to go buy them, but you're right. You can make them. With a scrapbook piece of paper, we use this as the template. We just cut that out. And then you're just going to take your Mod Podge. We're using the matte formula Mod Podge for this project. And we just go right on top of our paper, like so. You want to make sure you hit all the edges because you don't want that popping up. As long as you hit all the edges, you're safe. You don't need a thick coat, a nice thin coat of your Mod Podge.
And if you were creating these out of recycled cardboard, you would want to put the paper to the printed side of the cardboard and just cover it right up.
Then we're going to go right on top of our insert, line that up. Look at that.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. And with my fingers, just like to go around.
And you don't really need to seal it for this.
Not too much.
This is really more using Mod Podge as a glue.
And then you're going to fold these up. So you take one side, the next side, this side, and this side. Now again, just for sake of time, I would set this aside and let this dry for about 20 minutes, but because we are on time limits, we're gonna do it this way. And then let me just show you how easy it is to put inside of a cello bag. You're just gonna slip that right on in, and it gives you that base to add whatever you want on top of this. Now, of course, we did a cup, we did soaps, we did creams, we did fruit with a little bit of shred. You tie it up. Look at the pretty bows Cathie made right on top of there. Just again, just to bump it up. A very inexpensive way to add, to give a beautiful favor.
Well, and that's the thing is if you had some scrapbook paper or maybe you bought a roll of wrapping paper, just whatever kind of paper you have that fits your theme.
Yes.
You can take that paper and you could do it, well, we're going to show you how to do it around a votive. You could do that paper around a candle. You could do it around the gift insert like this and really create a look throughout your whole party just with a simple piece of scrapbook paper.
Perfect.
I love those inserts.
Yeah, they're
and I
amazing.
If you were to recycle any kind of cereal, well, we just did a video the other day
Oh,
like
the cereal boxes.
Yeah, cereal
Yeah.
boxes as painting canvases for kids.
Exactly.
And we did another one where we created drawer liners with cereal boxes. I just feel like there's so much there.
You can do.
And if you're planning a wedding, you can hoard those boxes all year.
Absolutely.
It's a very simple cut. So let's talk about regional weddings. So many people are doing farm type weddings, or maybe doing a regional wedding where you're going to have local jams or pickles or mustards or whatever it is. So we wanted to show you a cute way that you could take some local foods and kind of give them a jazzed up theme. So this is the idea of a jam jar. And maybe you would tie a tag on that says the name of the farm that it came from or something like that. We just have this little thank you tag. And this is fabric. So we're using the fabric formula again for that. So I want to show you what I did. I got the motif like this, and then I cut out the flowers, but I cut it in half because I don't want to cover the whole jar. I want people to be able to see the pretty color of the jam as well. So we're just doing kind of a halfie. Now on the bottom, I left it like this so you could see it, how it folds over. You could cut a felt circle or a cardboard circle and cover that up to create a more polished look. And that's where you could do like the bride and groom's initials, the date of the event, or maybe the farm that the jam came from, that kind of thing. So it's very simple. I've soaked off my label, so it's mystery jam now. And we're going to use the fabric formula again. That's the sort of turquoise blue label. And I'm just going to apply it to the back side of the fabric. Now this is the floral, but you could do any type of fabric that matches your event or venue.
And what's great about this also, if you're kind of crafty in the kitchen, you know.
Oh yeah, you could make your own jam.
You make your own jam.
Exactly.
Make your own, almost anything that can wrap around.
My grandma was a
beautiful glass
pickle
jar.
maker. She made pickles like crazy.
That'd be amazing.
Yes. So then you just pick it up, and then don't worry if you don't get it right the first time, because you can move it around, no problem. And you can also just, if let's say you get Mod Podge like that, or I'll show you where it can show up, you can just go in and wipe it with your finger or wipe it with a baby wipe or what damp towel, whatever. So kind of just move it around, and then you just fold this over, and that will give it a nice finished look on the front. And like I said, you could glue a circle there, a cardboard or piece of felt, and that's how simply you can just attach that fabric. You could top coat it if you wanted to, but you really don't need to. And then to finish it off, we just did a square of this pretty burlap, this green burlap that coordinated with our leaf color, little twine and a tag. So simple.
So
but you know what? If you got this, it's like really that extra mile kind of thing. It really feels like you're getting something that's a little bit from the heart, homemade.
Yeah, did I tell you my mom used to make jelly in the summer? We used to have Concord Grid. We had this big grape arbor.
Oh yeah, I know about the grape arbor.
And really quickly, and cutting the grass was a pain around that grape arbor, so my dad cut all the bottoms off. My mom had no idea until the next season. Nothing grew, and she figured it out. It was in the doghouse.
No jam at your house.
Okay, let's move on to kissing bells. Look at these guys. Yes, it looks like a monotonous project because look at how many there are to do. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, Mod Podge each one of these little bells and put glitter on it.
Well, you need one for each guest.
That's right. So you have to do a lot.
If you have a lot of guests, you
at one time. So we're going to solve that problem very easily by using Mod Podge Ultra. Whoa! It's spray Mod Podge, you guys. This stuff is wonderful. It's amazing and it's really easy to do. And let me show you. I'm going to just show you how to do these 3 bells right here.
Well, before you do it, I do want to say, Steve did like 50 of these, even though
at one time.
We don't have a wedding for real, but we wanted to make a really pretty picture to show how you would do this. So he's not kidding. Like what you just said is so true. This is such a fast way to do a whole bunch at once.
She explains things so much better than I do, doesn't she? But it's true.
You
can do a mass amount within
a couple
minutes. For real. So there's only 3 here, but I had this whole box filled with bells. And the reason how we were able to accomplish that in such a fast and short time is using the Mod Podge Ultra, which is your spray Mod Podge. The great thing about the Ultra is there's no brush marks, it's fast, and it's super, super durable.
And
So,
I think superior for glitter.
oh my God, it's amazing for glitter. You want to give it a little bit of shake, and then I like to prime it, just 2 little squirts just to get it working and going through. Then, where's my glitter? Here it is. Then all you're gonna do is spray your bells like so. And again, if you had a bunch more, you would just spray the whole entire lot of them. Then you're gonna take your glitter, go right on top. No waste, because we're doing it on top of paper. Dust them off. Raphael, follow me over here. There's 1. There's 2. And there is 3. That is amazing, and it's that fast. Now I would let these dry, and then after they're dried, I do another little spray right on top of them, and that will seal them. So again, you're gluing down, and then you're also sealing, and here's the end result. And we made these little tags on them that says ring the bell.
And
wish
these
them
are
well.
store-bought. So
Store-bought.
you can, in the wedding section, in the party section, there's tons of pre-made tags that'll say, oh, Mr. and Mrs., or thank you for coming, or it's our day, or, there's baby shower ones too. So, these bells were very inexpensive, and it's just a fun, quick way to add some sparkle.
We're also going to show you a little bit later on. I think, are we going to be doing this one next?
I'm going to do the shells.
Okay, so just to let you guys know that the Ultra works on any surface. It works on the wood, it works on glass, it works on terracotta, it works on metals. So on and so forth. So we're going to be showing you glass right after this.
And we did just do a live video on
check that out also
last month on the Mod Podge Ultra, and it's shocking. We were gluing I would say pretty heavy pebbles with
mosaics and stuff. It's so super strong. So yeah, check out that video.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So next I want to show you, so many people love doing these little sort of shell collection. We were rehearsing earlier and we were talking about the shells, and Raphael said you could do sand in them. Yes. Or maybe like scrolls of paper in there too. We just quickly made some tags that said Aaron and Nick, that's my sister and brother-in-law, June 22nd.
Shocking.
Fake wedding. Yeah. Malibu Beach. So you could put the name of the beach or the city that you're in, and you just cut out that little tag, and you can see that we filled them with shells, wrapped them with twine. You could put little charms hanging from there, anything that's small that could fit in there. We did seal the corks by just putting a little rim of Mod Podge right there so they wouldn't come out. But this is a fun little quick favor you can do if you're having a destination wedding. It's just a cute little thing. I'm gonna use the matte Mod Podge. It's so simple. I've got my paper tag. Just add a little bit of matte Mod Podge. You could seal it if you wanted to, but you really don't need to. We'll just do this as a glue. Place it right onto there. Just like that. Tap down on any of your edges, and then it'll dry in just a second, just no time at all.
There you go.
And you're ready to go. Just add your embellishments, charms, dangle whatever you want off of there.
It's so fast you can make them the day of your wedding if you want to.
I don't know about the day of the wedding, but you could do them the day before for sure.
For sure.
And the little shells, it would be fun to collect them from the beach, but realistically, I don't know about that. So you can pick these up at any craft store too.
Perfect. Candle holders, of course, are a staple at, I think, any wedding and for favors.
Well, and one thing we were talking about too is that a lot of people will make a candle holder and have it at each place setting to illuminate the wedding, and then the guests take them home.
Yeah. So here's a quick idea. Again, we use this chunky glitter, and we're going to show you how to use it with the Ultra. Again, you can use any glitter to correspond with your wedding and the colors and all that. Here is just a plain glass, and you can either do the whole thing, or as you can see right here, we did kind of halfway, the half glitter, and then left the top kind of open.
Which I love. I think that it creates such a delicate flicker.
And it's this easy. Here we go. So we're just gonna do the bottom half, just work my way around. And, okay. We're gonna take our glitter. You got a piece of paper there, Cath? Yeah. We'll do it over the paper.
Got a lot of glitter today.
And you're just going to drop this. Let's work our way around a little bit more and just show you.
And of course, you could do any glitter, but this iridescent glitter is so pretty with the candlelight.
It's that quick, that fast. And again, I would set this aside, let this dry, and then I would go right back on top of it with the Ultra just to seal everything down. But look at how fast and simple that is. The great thing about the Ultra is there is no brush strokes, there is no streaks, there's no clumps. So with the glitter, I mean, I think it's the best product out there as far as using glittering.
And one of my favorite things too is with the spray, if you wanted to spray all the way up to the top, you could, but it's really hard with a brush to get that kind of soft and organic edge when you want not a hard edge. If you did want a hard edge, you just use some of that blue painter's tape and you would be able to achieve that. But this is so much more kind of flirty with the light.
Love it. Very cool.
Jinx, you me coke. So next I want to show you, we're not using paper, we're not using fabric, we're using paint. And we're going to seal our paint with the hard coat Mod Podge. So a lot of people love giving small plants as favors at weddings. And even at showers and things like that too. And over the past few years, succulents have been the trend, and we did work succulents into our little jewelry boxes, but we think these lucky bamboos are really fun, and this would be a beautiful favor to give at a wedding shower or even at a wedding. So for our color palette for this, we were going with pinks and corals, and to achieve that we took our coral paint and we used a metallic gold. And to get those different shades of the pink, we started with, this one is full, that's our full color. And then for the other two, we just worked in a small amount of our Folk Art white multi-surface paint. And the multi-surface is great because it's gonna work on all these different surfaces. So we went ahead and we painted these terracotta pots. Lucky bamboo grows in soil or in water. So if you're doing water, you would want to get a small glass container, kind of like the votive candle holder that Steve just used. These are terracotta, so we went ahead and painted them, and these ones we put in the soil. And to seal it, sealing it is important because you are going to be watering them. There is going to be moisture. So you just go ahead and literally you top coat right over your pot. And that will seal it. And the hard coat is a very hard formula. This is one of my favorite formulas. Just seal it like that. You would go around and paint the whole thing. And then once you have it on, I like to go in at the top, smooth out my brush strokes like that. And down here, smooth them out this way. And that creates a really polished look.
And of course that'll all dry super clear.
Yeah, super clear. Just like these. These have all been top coated, you can't even tell. But that will seal that paint and really help with moisture for these plant gifts. And Lucky Bamboo, you always want to do it in threes.
That's right.
So we got a little lesson on the Lucky Bamboo, but I think this would be so cute. Can you imagine a whole table full of these with all different sort of coordinating looks of these corals and pinks?
I would take one home.
Well, you can.
Okay, so what would a wedding be without votives, of course? Votives are everywhere at weddings, and usually they kind of look like this, which is very nice. But again, we're going to show you how to go a little step further and using scrapbook paper to make your votives look even better than just the plain ones. And here's 3 of them that we did right here, just so you can see. So this is just with some scrapbook paper using the Mod Podge, and we just added a little glitter ring right on top. Here's the paper that we chose for this project, and we just cut this from a template. We wrapped a template around this and then cut as many as you need for however many votives that you have. And I'm just going to add my
And you could do this
mat.
One for each guest. Again, it could be something that they take.
Right, it could be around the dessert table. It could be, you know, who knows? But this is for favors.
And then if you wanted to make them, you could package them up in the cello bags. I mean, that's endless. This is just such a cute and easy way to give them a little bit of a facelift.
So there we go. Got a nice thin layer of Mod Podge on there. You're gonna take your votive. I like to start right in the middle. And again, what's great about it is you can wiggle it around, get it all nice and straight, and just wrap it that way. And then go and wrap it around this side. And just give it a little pinch, move it around, and there you go. And you're just gonna set that aside to dry like that. And then as you can see on these, we just added a little bit of silver glitter right on top of that. We just went in with our paint, with our brush, with the Mod Podge, went like this, all the way around it, added glitter. Again, you can add any color you want, use any scrapbook paper you want, and make a huge amount of these for each table settings. You know, it's
you could
great.
do one for each guest, or you could do a grouping of 3 and make it more of a gift, you know. And I was even thinking too, like if you wanted to incorporate photos and stuff, you can create your own paper. Like you could do photo collages and things like that and cut it out. So we're using scrapbook paper, but really the sky's the limit. You can even put fabric around them. So you just have to look for those materials that really speak to you and what your party's going to be like and use those.
This is one of my favorites. This is super cool.
Okay, so...
And we've done this before.
Truth be told, this was one of the very first projects that we ever made together, like 100 years ago. So these really... We're always thinking, what's a fun way to package something? And we know that marbleizing is super trendy right now, but the idea of paint marbleizing this seemed a little bit too much over the top for us. So we found this cool marbleized fabric that we thought would be perfect. We've got all of our wedding colors going on there that are trending for this year. We thought this fabric would be perfect to use for this project. And you can see what these are. These are food takeout boxes. And we've got a couple of projects using food takeout boxes, but this one is so simple, and you can buy a stack of plain takeout boxes. They come in like 50s from restaurant supply stores. We have a store here called Smart and Final. So they cater to like a lot of small restaurants and things like that. And 50 of them is about like $9. So it's a really good value in it. You can put shred in there. You can pop all sorts of gifts. Food gifts, it holds quite a bit. So to jazz them up, we use the fabric Mod Podge to put the fabric on there. We added the butterfly, of course, a little tag and a bow. So I want to show you quickly how we do that. The hardest part is taking apart the box. It's actually not hard. You just pop the handle out, and you would think there's a lot to it, but it's just this one big crazy piece like this. So
it's like it's origami.
Right. So you're going to cut a piece of fabric that is larger than your box. And you're going to put your fabric face down. And then I'm using the fabric Mod Podge, and you'll just go in and apply the fabric Mod Podge all over the box. And you can work pretty fast. You don't have to worry about being super neat. The only thing you want to really worry about is making sure you get those edges. That's the most important part.
What do I say, Kat?
Full coverage.
Full coverage.
I think for years you've been saying full coverage.
I want a t-shirt. Full coverage.
So you just keep filling that in. And this is fabric. We fell in love with this fabric. You could do the same technique with paper. But honestly, I think fabric works really well for this because it folds up so neatly. And you can see, if you look closely at my fabric, I didn't even iron it out. It's got crease marks in it, and it has not been a problem. This project is not suitable for silks and polyesters. So you want to use cottons or heavily cotton blends. Then you're just going to place it. So I've got all my Mod Podge there. Place it right onto the fabric and push down. And then at this point, I flip it over and you just smooth it out. And you can see this is a heavier cotton. Just like so. And that's about it. At this point, you let it dry, and it's much easier to have a bigger piece of fabric than to try to cut and line it up. So once it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and show you right now because of time, but you just go around and you follow the edge and you cut it out. It's really, really that simple.
Very cool. And you know what's amazing about this project is when you show them this, the
Yeah.
final, it's almost like, how did you do that?
Yeah, it seems like you got it really
And
from a fancy boutique.
it looks crazy, but it is unfolding the whole entire box, and it's basically just a big giant piece of fabric cut out. Yeah.
So once it's all cut out, you just fold it back up. And I was joking earlier, but to me, I thought the hardest part was putting the handle back in. I mean, this is really so easy to do.
Yeah.
So you want to look for, again, cotton fabrics. A little bit heavier weight works really well. And this is a fun way to get a coordinated look. And easily just pop any kind of dirt, any kind of silk
And
flower on the front.
fill it up with anything. Yeah.
Easy, easy.
Fun. Okay, who knew that plastic cups were trending? I certainly did not. You did, but I didn't. So plastic cups are trending. They're so super inexpensive. And you can accomplish this with just using some Mod Podge and, again, scrapbook paper.
So
now they're good. They're monograms on top of each cup, which coordinate with the wedding party, and you can have
And showers.
and put everybody's initial on each cup so they know it's theirs.
Exactly. So if it's a wedding shower, I would say do like your guest's initials.
Yeah.
But if you're doing like 150 cups for a big wedding party or something, you could do like this concept. You could print out the initials or the monogram of the couple and the date and use this technique.
Yeah.
Or let's say their last name is Kringle, like Kris Kringle.
Right.
Santa Claus. You could just do like K for all of the cups. But this is such a fun.
Or a picture,
Yeah.
or the date. I mean, anything. Okay. Well, it's simple. I mean, we just did. What's that?
And we're going to use a dishwasher safe.
Oh, that's right.
Not that these
dishwasher.
are necessarily going to go in the dishwasher because most people probably.
Right, but what's good about dishwasher is it's great for condensation. It's great for wet hands that are going to be going around the cup. So dishwasher safe is perfect for this project. And it's super durable and works well, especially if it's going to be handled quite a bit. Again, we chose the letter M. We cut that out, letter M. Again, you can cut out any type of picture, saying, the date of the wedding, whatever it is. And just going right on top of it. With the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, just like that. Then you're just going to line it up on your cup. We're going to go right down here. And again, great thing about Mod Podge is you can move it around. If you got a little dry spot, you can go right back on top.
Yeah, our lights here, everything dries out a little bit faster than
It's
normal.
okay. And then you can go just right on top of that, like so. And again, these are just very inexpensive plastic cups, and we're using the dishwasher safe
And
just to hold everything together.
You can buy these in bulk too from the restaurant supplies.
And it's that simple, and you can see how many we have here, but you can make one for each guest and have them all personalized, and it's just a great kind of personalized favor to give each person.
Now, if you have, we hand cut all these letters very quickly just with scissors, but if you have a cutting machine, that is a really quick way to get, just perfect letters each time. So you can hand cut them like we did, or if you've got a cutter at home, any brand will work. But it's just a fun, quick way.
I see college beer pong.
Nope, not yet. We're at the wedding.
We're at the wedding. That's all done with. That was done with a long time ago. Okay.
So next we want to show you some favorite ideas for baby showers and gender reveal parties. And we've got a few different ideas. Some of them sort of piggyback on what we already taught you. Again, if you have any questions, please just drop your questions in the comments and we will be sure to get back to you. So I went to my first gender reveal party a couple of years ago, and one thing I noticed is that there seemed to be something that the guests would wear to signify if they were voting for a boy on the way or a girl on the way. So you sometimes see like a little pink safety pin or something like that. So we wanted to come up with something that was fun like that. So we came up with these really cute kind of like medallion pins. So if you came to the party, you would say, oh, I'm boy, I choose boy, and you would wear the boy pin. Or, oh, I think it's gonna be a girl, and then you would wear the girl pin. So for a gender reveal, you would need to make extras of each of these. You would need one for each guest, but then in addition, you would need extras because you don't know how many people will choose boy or girl. They're very simple to make, and they're actually pretty inexpensive because you can buy these wood discs in bulk for very cheap. So we just started with the wood disc and we painted it blue. And then we used a decorative punch to get that cute edge there on the paper. And let me grab some of the matte. You can use matte or gloss. I'm just using the matte here today. And you'll just go ahead and add a little bit of the matte to the back of that circle. And we use this gingham paper because we thought that was pretty cute. But you could use any paper that you wanted. And this punch, these are 1-inch circles or 1.5-inch circles. So this is a 1.5-inch punch. So you can see how that works to perfectly fit it. Now this one's been drying a little bit, so we can go ahead and top coat that if you want. If you want to get a shiny one, you could do that. Just like so. And once that's dry, you're ready to decorate it. And for our decorations, we just use some of those little footsie ribbons on the back. And these are store-bought bows. You can make your own. And then we just wrap some of that footsie ribbon there too. Look how cute those turn out. So again, for the guests, you're going to need enough for, you know, a little bit extra because you don't know how many people will take blue or take pink. But this is a fun thing. You can have a big bowl of them sitting out and say, take a pin. Are you picking?
What do you think?
You're going to pick boy. I'm picking girl.
You know, I've never been to a baby reveal party.
Wow.
But you know,
You're missing out.
I am missing out, but I've seen a lot of them on YouTube, and it's amazing how big these parties actually are.
Oh yeah, it's a huge deal.
It is a huge deal.
Well, it's a baby.
Well, you know, if this was at that party right here, I would be going. This is a great way to use a chocolate bar, and just very conveniently, Hershey has a he and a she in the name. So I think this is a really fun way to do a reveal party. We did one of
great favor.
It's amazing. I mean, we did one of them with just these gems here for the he and the she, and then for the smaller bar, we just did the glitter, and both using Mod Podge right on top of the letter. Let me show you. I'm going to show you really quickly how easy it is to do this Hershey bar using the matte.
Oh, sorry. Took it from you. You know, I think most people think of Mod Podge as glue and sealer, but I really love it for gluing gems.
It's amazing for gluing gems, of course.
Because it dries perfectly clear.
So we're gonna do
it's just easy.
We're gonna do the E, and all I'm gonna do is just go right around it. We'll do half of it because you guys get the idea very quickly. Just go right around this whole thing. That's all you need is a little dab. Then we're gonna use our little wax pen here, and with the gems, just gonna pick one up and then just drop it right on down. Pick one up, drop it down. Now I made about 10 of these for this project, and I ate about 3 of them.
He did. He actually ate a whole bunch of them.
So I couldn't help myself.
So
there you go. You got the idea. So look at that. And then you're just going to set that aside. And again, let that dry for about 20, 25 minutes. And then, you know, keep them safe. But
keep them safe.
Keep them safe.
Keep them safe,
keep them safe from me.
Steve, because he'll eat
but look at that.
projects.
And you know what's amazing? Because after we're finished with this show, I get all of these.
Because we're not really having a sunrise. I'm not having a baby.
But anyway, very fun way. Very great idea for a baby reveal party.
So another really cute idea. So a lot of people have sort of a saying like, oh, waiting on 10 fingers and toes. So we thought these nail polishes would be super cute. These are just some fun, different colors. So you could do all one color if you wanted to, or have a bunch of colors and let your guests choose. A lot of people do sort of a spa day also at a shower. So this is, if you're doing any kind of spa type stuff, this makes a really sweet little party favor. And it's just as simple. I'll show you on this one. We just Mod Podge that paper on there. That was scrapbook paper. Use that same technique to add those gems, and we added a bow there. But I hope you can see, you see that sparkle? Ever so subtle. But that is our sparkle Mod Podge. And I want to show you quickly. I got it.
Wow.
I've been working out. I joined a gym. I did. Been working out. Not as much as I should. That is my me time. I got my podcast going on. So here we got our nail polish here. That's our paper. This is the sparkle. You just go in and add a few little drops right where you want some sparkle. kind of like what Steve showed you earlier on the pineapples. Just like so. That looks all milky and white, but when it dries, it'll dry clear and you just get a little hint of sparkle there. And that's just a fun extra little pop. Really cute. You can make one of these for each guest, or you could do a gender reveal thing and have a blue and a pink that they get to take home. So it's like, is it going to be a boy or girl?
Who knows?
Waiting on 10 toes. It's a waiting on 10 toes party.
Waiting on, what about to pop? Here's a fun way using a popcorn ball. Very simple. In a cello bag. We found these great bags that have pink and blue polka dots on them, and with a little ribbon, and these plain tags that we had. Show that over there.
So,
just a plain tag.
We just printed these out. Very, very simple. And the same kind of thing.
We just here added right around the rim. You just go with the brush. Just go around like that. All the way around, and then you add your blue or your pink on it just to give that another
just
little
a really
extra.
Quick tip on how you can add some pop to a very plain popcorn.
These are very fast, inexpensive, and easy way to have a little
just
reveal.
a little extra to your packaging.
A little extra. A little zhuzh.
So we talked earlier about the food containers. We've got 2 more projects to show you. The food containers are so fun to use for packaging. Just like these, you can also buy soup containers. And the soup containers we use to create these spa little favors.
Yes, and look what we did on top of here. Where's our...
What you looking for?
Just that. The other one, the one with just the paper in it. Anyways, we have, I don't know where that went. We just, again, these were plain right here. The soup containers are just plain, and we just added with our Mod Podge, we added our scrapbook paper right around there. We went with the duck theme.
Yeah, this is our non-gender reveal.
Non-gender. This is the gift. So this is kind of the takeaway gift that we just added the bath bombs and the loofah right in there. And then, of course, we just it was just supposed to be the paper and the tag. And then we're like, oh, well, we have to do something to the top. So we added this ribbon with the Mod Podge. We added right down here with the blue glitter on top of it, and then just glued on a rubber ducky just for it to be way over the top.
Well,
I know. I've seen the parties, and they are over the top, and I think this is a really kind of cute gift for
for the tags, this is just a plain tag with a sticker.
Yeah.
Same deal like we did on the Ready to Pop. We just did a brush stroke of the Mod Podge there, and then just added that blue glitter. It's really, you can really use Mod Podge just to create little tiny accents.
Yeah.
And we have another little accent. This is our last project to share today. And these are our bath salt tubes. Yep, they match just perfectly with this. So this could go together, or you could let guests choose. And when we were talking about those tiny accents, we just wanted to show you, this is a punch here, and how you can create a little tiny accent. We just punched out some of our shapes there, and then with our Mod Podge just attached it right to the top. So even if you have a little scrap of paper, you can use that to create a little extra sort of love on your gift.
A little love zhuzh.
For your baby shower gifts.
Well, there you have it. I've got 21 favors to show you guys. That was an epic day.
Yes, it was an epic prep too.
Yes, it was an epic
But
prep.
it was fun because we did lots of research, really looking at what some of those fun trends are right now. And I think that these are all things that are timely but everlasting. And none of these ideas are ever going to go.
I actually learned a lot doing all this, especially the baby shower
He
stuff.
was like, what? I've never even been to a wedding shower.
Or the baby reveal. I was like, what is this? Crazy.
Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. Be sure to follow Plaid on all of their social channels, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. What else is there?
Thanks to Raphael.
Yes, Raphael.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.